Thanks everybody for joining me today for our seated core stability workout. We are going to go ahead and get started with a warm-up. Finding a comfortable seat in your chair, feet planted flat on the ground, sitting up tall. We're going to start just with some deep breathing. Ooh, my camera is moving all around. Starting with some deep breathing and some full body stretches. Once you are positioned, feet flat on the ground, I am going to start by taking a big inhale breath, bringing both hands, fingertips up towards the ceiling, feeling that stretch in your spine as you reach tall. And then I'm going to exhale, dropping my hands down at my side and letting it go. We're going to do that 3 times, really just focusing on that tall reach and your big inhale, big exhale. So when you're ready, big inhale breath, reaching both hands, fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then on your exhale, letting it go, hands come back down at your side. One final time here. Big inhale breath as you reach. And then exhale, let it all go, hands down at your side. From here, we're gonna move into starting to engage our core. So the big focus of our workout today is feeling our movements in our core. So I'm gonna start just by checking in with my posture, sitting up tall. My hands are down at my side. To engage my core, I'm just gonna pull my belly button in towards my spine. So I feel my core start to activate and I'm feeling that tension in my front of my core. So feeling that as you pull your belly button in towards your spine and then release, let your core relax. We'll do that 3 times. As I'm pulling my belly button into my spine, I feel my spine straighten up a little bit taller. So the taller I'm sitting, the more I can pull that belly button towards my spine, engaging my abs, and then release. Let it go and recover. One more time here, sitting up tall, feeling that belly button in towards your spine. And release. Let it go. My camera is not cooperating right now. I'm gonna manually move it. Okay. From here, I'm gonna move into some shoulder rolls. So sitting up tall, still feeling that core kind of engaged as you are not resting your back on the back of the chair. Arms are down at our sides. I'm gonna start with some shoulder rolls, bringing my shoulders up towards my ears. As I'm bringing my shoulders up towards my ears, I am feeling my core elongate, my spine stretch tall, and then bringing my shoulders behind my back, and then reset. Gonna do a few shoulder rolls going backwards. I'm focusing on feeling the movement slowly as I engage not only my shoulders, but my full torso as well. If it feels good, taking an inhale breath as you raise your shoulders up towards your ears, and then an exhale as you drop your shoulders behind your back. And then after a few backward circles, I'm gonna do the same thing going forward. So now I'm making my shoulder rolls forward, bringing my shoulders up towards my ears, this time dropping my shoulders in front of my chest just slightly before bringing them back around to the top. Moving through some forward shoulder rolls. And in 3, 2, 1, letting my shoulders go still, letting my body relax. I'm gonna move into some neck stretches. So having my hands down at my side or just rested on your legs. I'm gonna drop my right ear down towards my right shoulder, feeling that stretch on the left side of my neck. We'll hold here for about 10 seconds before we switch. And then when you're ready, bringing your head back to center. Now I'm gonna drop my left ear down towards my left shoulder, feeling that stretch throughout the right side of my neck. And in 3, 2, 1, and release, coming back up to center. I'm gonna move now into some neck half circles. So moving a little bit more fluidly through that right and left neck stretch, starting by bringing my right ear down towards my right shoulder. Then I'm gonna drop my chin to my chest, nose points down towards the floor. And then I'm gonna bring my left ear over to my left shoulder. And then I'm gonna go back the opposite direction, chin to chest, right shoulder to right ear. Or sorry, right ear to right shoulder. Just moving through those neck half circles at your own pace from left to right, feeling that stretch of your neck. Final 10 here. And in 3, 2, 1, bringing my head back up to neutral. Letting my arms relax. I'm gonna move into some seated cat-cow. I'm gonna place my right hand on my right knee, my left hand on my left knee, and then checking in with your posture, sitting up tall. To start, I'm going to push my hips forward, push my belly button forward, and just lean my chest forward. Head faces the wall in front of me, feeling my spine stretch as I push forward. And then from here, I'm gonna bring my chin to my chest, belly button into my spine, spine towards the back of my chair, extending my spine in the opposite direction. Having my hands on my knees, kind of helping me pull my body through these movements as you rotate through cat-cow at your own pace here. Warming up our core, our lower back, our hips. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to a tall seated position. Final little warm up here. We'll do a seated forward fold. I'm gonna sit a little bit forward in my chair. I'm going to extend my right leg and my left leg straight out in front of me, so my legs are long. From here, taking one final big inhale breath as I reach my hands, fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then on my exhale, hinging at my waist, reaching for your toes, your shins, your knees, feeling that stretch in the backs of your legs. I'm gonna hold this forward fold just for a few seconds before I come back up to a seated position, and I'm gonna do that 3 times. So taking in a big inhale breath as you reach, exhale, hinge forward, reach for your toes, hold for a few seconds, and then release, making this movement a little bit more dynamic, engaging that core as well as we are reaching for our toes, hinging forward. Got one more here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release as you come back up to a seated position. Bringing my feet back to the floor. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water and we're gonna get into our first flow. Our first flow, focusing on core stabilization. So focusing on keeping our core engaged and tight as we move through our movements. So we're gonna start with some seated pelvic tilts. So from here, I'm gonna start just in a tall seated position. We're gonna start by engaging our core, bringing that belly button into spine. And then as I bring my belly button into my spine, I feel my hips rotating back towards the back of my chair just slightly. So I'm tilting my pelvis backwards, engaging my core, holding there for a few moments before I release back up into a tall seated position. So the movement is very small, just a slight tilt back towards your chair, holding for a few breaths, and then release back up into a seated position. We're gonna do this for about 15 more seconds, just moving through that pelvic tilt at your own speed, holding that belly button to spine, and then release. Let your body recover. One more time here. And release. Once you're back up to a tall seated position, I'm going to plant my feet flat on the ground, taking one step further away from my chair, Maybe you scoot forward just slightly in your chair. We're gonna move into single leg knee lifts. So I have my hands down at my side, fingertips point to the floor. You can hold on to the base of your chair, or if you have some arm rests, choosing whatever works best for you. I'm gonna start by raising my right knee up towards my chest, and I'm gonna hold it for 5 seconds. So 3, 2, 1, and release, bringing my right foot back down to the floor. And I'm gonna switch to the left, bringing my left knee up towards my chest, holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're gonna go through that 3 times each on each leg. So going back to the right leg, raising that right knee up towards your chest. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Right leg comes back down to the floor. Switching to the left, bringing that left knee up towards your chest, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. One more time on each leg here, back to our right leg, bringing that right knee up towards your chest, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And then last time on our left side, bringing our left knee up towards our chest, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Left leg comes back down to the floor. We're gonna take that variation one step further. I'm gonna bring my feet together so now my knees are touching. We're going to lift both knees at the same time. So for this option is again to have your hands down at your side, holding on to the base of your chair or holding on to some arm rests and having your back leaning slightly back towards the chair behind you. When you're ready, we're gonna raise both knees at the same time and hold for 3 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead, raising both knees in 3, 2, 1, and release. Feet come back down. Option here to still raise one knee at a time. And in 3, 2, 1, go ahead, both knees lift for 3, 2, 1, and release. Feet come down to the ground. One more time here, bringing both knees up to our chests. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead and hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. Feet come back down to the floor. From here, we're gonna move into some seated core twists. I'm going to have my feet shoulder width apart. I'm gonna move my arms into cactus arms. So elbows are bent at either side. Right elbow points to the right, left elbow points to the left. Fingertips are pointed up towards the ceiling. From here, I'm gonna keep my belly button in towards my spine so I feel my core engaged. And then I'm gonna turn my chest to face the wall to the right. And I'm gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Back to center. And we're gonna do that same thing on the left, checking in with that engagement, turning our chest to face the wall to the left, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release back to center. Drop your arms down to give your arms a moment to recover. We're gonna do that 2 more times.
Excuse me, Ashley, when you turn your chest, do your arms stay where they were or do they turn with you?
My arms are turning with me. So I'm keeping my arms kind of still and I'm just moving my core so my arms are turning with my chest and my core as well.
Okay.
All right. Second time, back to our goalpost arms, chest facing forward. Feet are flat on the ground. Spine is long, belly button engaged. Turning our chest towards the right, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release back to center. Taking a breath to recover before we turn our chest to the left, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and center. Dropping your arms down, giving your body a moment to recover. We're gonna go one more time on each side. When you're ready, back to goalpost arms. And in 3, 2, 1. Turning our chest to face the wall to the right. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. And then final time on the left. Turning our chest to face the wall to the left. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release back to center. Drop your arms down at your side, giving your body a moment to recover. Next, we're gonna move into some push and pull movements. So I'm gonna start just by checking in, feet flat on the ground, sitting up tall. I'm gonna start by having my elbows bent, palms at my chest, or my hands are at my chest level, palms are facing the wall in front of me. I'm gonna start by pushing my arms, extending straight out from my shoulders. Once my arms are extended long, I'm gonna grab onto 2 imaginary ropes out in front of me. So my hands are in loose fists, and I'm gonna pull those ropes in towards my body. My elbows are staying tight at my side, bending as I pull my hands back to my chest. And then we're gonna start back at the top, pushing our arms away, and then pulling our arms back in towards our body. As you are moving through that push and pull flow, I'm creating a lot of tension on my arms just by adding some force to your arm movements, and then engaging your core, especially as you're pulling back in towards your body, feeling as you pull like you're pulling your belly button in towards your spine, focusing on feeling this movement in your arms, but also in your core. And we're gonna go for about 15 more seconds here. Push and pull. Feeling your shoulder blades also squeeze together as you pull. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1. And rest. Lower your arms back down at your side, giving your body a moment to recover. We're gonna go one more time through that push-pull sequence for about 30 seconds. Again, moving at your own space, but still focusing on feeling it engaging your core as well as your arms. So starting, hands at my chest in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, pushing your arms forward and then pulling them back into your body. Again, as I'm pulling, I'm keeping my elbows bent and really close to my body. Final 15. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your arms fall down at your side. All right, final little movement for our first flow. We're gonna add in an overhead reach with a core pull-in. So I'm starting with my hands down at my side. I'm gonna start with my right arm. I'm gonna reach my right arm, fingertips up towards the ceiling, really focusing on that tall stretch upwards towards the sky. Feeling your spine elongate, and then as you are reaching, I'm pulling my belly button in towards my spine. My left hand is pointed down towards the floor, holding at the top for about 3 seconds, and then release. Right hand will come back down at my side. I'll let my core rest, and then I'm gonna switch sides. From here, raising my left hand, fingertips up towards the ceiling, feeling that tall stretch as you reach. Spine elongates, belly button comes in towards your spine, holding here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Left hand comes down and let your core relax. We're gonna go we'll do 3 more times on each side there. So when you're ready, reaching right hand, fingertips up towards the ceiling, holding for 3, 2, 1, and release. Right hand comes back down at your side. Left hand reaches up overhead, fingertips to the ceiling, holding at the top for 3, 2, 1, and release. Left hand comes down. Final time on each side. When you're ready, right hand will reach tall, fingertips towards the ceiling, feeling that core, holding at the top for 3, 2, 1, and release. Right hand comes down. Final time here, left hand reaches up, fingertips to the ceiling, holding at the top for 3, 2, 1, and release. Dropping both hands down at your side, taking a moment here to recover, grab some water, and we are going to move into our next flow. All right. Our next flow is a little bit of more upper body focused. So we're going to start with bicep curls. Our feet are flat on the ground, knees are bent, toes pointed forward. Arms are going to be down at my side. I'm sitting a little bit forward in my chair. I'm going to turn my palms to face the wall in front of me, and then I'm going to bring my hands into loose fists. From here, I'm going to curl both arms at the same time up to my shoulders, and then back down, extending my arms long. We'll go for 30 seconds here with these bicep curls. As you are curling your arms and your hands up towards your shoulders, at the top, think about squeezing your arms together, squeezing those biceps, squeezing your core in, and then as you release your arms long, letting your body rest. Ten more seconds here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Arms come down at your side. We'll go one more time through that bicep curl sequence, just giving your body a moment to rest here. Even though we are focusing on that arm and bicep curl, super important to still focus on that core engagement at the top, keeping your core still and just focusing on that strong movement through your arms. Starting at the top again, final 30 seconds here, bicep curls in 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Starting with your arms down, extended long, curling your arms, hands come towards your shoulders. Squeezing those biceps and your core at the top of the movement. And then exhale to release. Final 15. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands come down at our sides. Give your body a moment to recover. For our next movement, I'm going to extend both of my legs long. Right leg is extended long, left leg is extended long. I have my right leg pointed a little bit to the right, left leg a little bit to the left, so my legs are kind of just making a V shape. Not too wide, but not too close together. We're gonna start with our hands kind of at chest level. My elbows are bent. We're gonna go for a toe tap and alternating hand to alternating opposite hand to opposite foot, alternating toe reach. So starting with my right hand, I'm gonna reach my right arm across my body. Right hand is gonna try to tap my left toes, hinging at my waist as I lean forward and then coming back up to a tall seated position and then alternate. Left hand is going to reach across my body, touching the top of my right toes and then coming back to center. We'll alternate this for about 30 seconds. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Going very slow and controlled here, feeling that stretch in your hamstrings, but also engaging your core as you're hinging forward and then reaching that arm long. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and recover. Coming back up to a tall seated position. From here, I'm going to extend my legs just a little bit wider. So finding a comfortable spot for your legs, still extended straight, but maybe just a little bit wider than last time. We're gonna do that same movement for a final 30 seconds, but adding in that reach maybe just a little bit further. When you're ready, opposite arm reaches to opposite toe in 3, 2, 1, go ahead. starting with my right arm, reaching across my body to my left toes, coming back up to that tall seated position in the middle before switching sides. Halfway, final 15. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to a seated position, bringing my legs back into my body. Feet are flat on the floor, and giving yourself a moment to recover here. Next, we're gonna move into an overhead press. So I'm starting with my feet flat on the ground. This time I'm going to bring the backs of my hands to the tops of my shoulders. They don't have to rest on your shoulders, but just starting in that area. My palms are facing the ceiling and my elbows are bent. From here, we're gonna press both of our hands up towards the ceiling, extending our arms straight, focusing on feeling it in your shoulders, but as you extend your arms long, engaging your core, spine stretches tall, and then reset, hands come back down. We'll do this for 30 seconds, overhead press, moving at your own pace here when you're ready. As I'm pressing my arms up, feeling my spine extend and feeling my solid base in my core. Focusing on feeling that movement in your shoulders and in your abs. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands are coming back down at our sides. From here, I'm gonna move into a T-raise. So fingertips are gonna start pointed down towards the floor. I'm gonna keep my arms straight the entire time, raising my arms into that T position. Arms are extended straight out from my shoulders. Fingertips point to the right, to the left. Holding that T position at the top for about 5 seconds, and then letting your arms fall down at your side. Fingertips point to the floor, and then repeat. So back up into that T position, holding for a few seconds here, and then release. Same idea here. As you're holding that T position, feeling your spine stretch, core is engaged, working those shoulders, but also stabilizing your core. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Fingertips back down to the floor. We're gonna go back to our overhead press to finish the sequence one more time. So when you're ready, hands are coming to the tops of my shoulders. Palms are facing the ceiling. Elbows are bent. Final 30 seconds here of overhead press. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, extending those arms straight up to the ceiling. And then back down. Halfway. Less than 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Arms are coming down at my side. I'm gonna move right into T raises in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, keeping our arms straight, moving into that T position, holding for a few seconds, and then release. Final 30 seconds of T raises. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your hands come back down at your side. Give your body a moment to recover. Final few exercises for our upper body focused sequence. We're gonna move into a chest opener. I'm going to bring my arms back into that goalpost position. Fingertips point up towards the ceiling. My elbows are bent in line with my shoulders from the right to the left. From here, I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together as my chest puffs forward, opening that chest as you bring your shoulder blades together. Feeling your core also engage as you're holding that position, shoulder blades squeezing together. We'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bringing your arms back into that goalpost position. We're gonna do that 3 times. So when you're ready, holding that goalpost position, squeezing your shoulder blades together, chest opens, pushes forward, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Back to that goalpost position. Final time here. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, squeezing our shoulder blades together, chest pushes forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Dropping your arms down at your side, giving your body a moment to recover here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water, and then we're gonna move into our lower body flow. Nice work, everybody. All right, starting with our lower body focused flow, we're gonna start with leg lifts. I'm gonna start by extending my right leg straight. I'm gonna keep my left leg bent. So we're just gonna start by raising one leg at a time. Having my right leg straight, finding a spot on your chair where you feel supported in your leg lift, but also sitting a little bit forward so you're really engaging your low abs here. Option to hold on to your chair, hold on to the arms of your chair, or just have your hands down at your side. When you're ready, I'm going to raise my left heel off of the floor. My right leg is extended straight, and I'm gonna hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower that leg back down to the floor. Option here to hold along with me or just at your own speed. We're gonna do 3 more rounds of this right leg lift before we switch to the left. So when you're ready, raising that right leg.
Ashley,
yeah.
Did you say that the left heel comes off the floor?
No, my left foot is flat on the ground.
Okay.
Yep, only my right leg's extended straight. All right, second round, raising our right heel off of the ground in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, right leg lift. We'll hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower that right leg down. Second time in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, right leg lifts, holding at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Dropping that right leg back down. One more time here on this right leg, starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, right leg lifts, holding at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Drop that right leg down. I'm gonna plant my right foot flat on the ground, switching to my left leg, extending my left leg straight. Left heel is on the ground, left toes are in the air. We're gonna do that same thing now on our left side. I think we did 4 times on our right, so we'll do 4 on our left. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, left leg raise, holding at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Drop that left leg down. Second time in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, left leg lift, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Dropping that left leg down. 2 more times here, starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, left leg lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Last time here on our left leg in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Dropping that left leg down, giving your body a moment to recover. We just finished single leg lifts. Now we're gonna move to double leg lifts. So we're gonna lift both legs at the same time. Option to continue with one leg at a time if that feels better for you. When you're ready, I'm going to extend both of my legs straight this time, bringing my feet together. Option to scoot back a little bit further in your chair for a little bit more support on your hamstrings. Finding a position for your arms, I'm gonna grab onto the base of my chair if you have a different option. And then I'm going to slightly lean back towards the back of my chair, but I'm not gonna let my body fully rest on the chair. Still feeling that core engagement here. Most important part, having that belly button into spine so we are feeling it in our lower abs. When you're ready, squeezing my legs together, I'm going to lift both heels off of the ground and we're gonna hold for 5. So starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, lifting both of our legs, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Drop our legs down. We're gonna go 3 more times, double leg lifts. We'll give a little bit longer of a recovery. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, both legs lift, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Dropping both feet down to the floor. 2 more times here. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, both legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Nice job. One final time here. We'll hold for a little bit longer at the top. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Both legs lift. Feeling that lower core engage here. Holding at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Whew. Giving your body a moment to recover. Nice job. Letting your legs rest. Our next move, we're gonna move into some calf scoops. So our legs are gonna stay extended straight, but giving your legs a moment to recover if you need before we move on. All right. Keeping my legs extended straight, both of my heels are on the ground, my toes are in the air. Sitting up tall in your chair, feeling that spine stretch, like there's a big long line from the crown of your head to the ceiling, to your chair. From here, I'm going to reach both of my hands down towards my heels. Like I want to sweep my fingertips on the floor. And then I'm going to reach my hands forward in front of my chest, towards the wall in front of me, as I come back up to a seated position. So you're doing a big scoop with your arms, down towards the floor, fingertips towards your heels, and then I'm raising my hands up from my shoulders as I sit back up in my chair. We're going to do that at your own pace for about 30 seconds. Reaching down towards your heels, bringing your arms long in front of your shoulders, and then coming back up to a seated position. We got about 15 more seconds here. As we scoop our calves, we're feeling that stretch in our hamstrings, in our calves, and also engaging that core as we're moving through this full body movement. And in 3, 2, 1, and release as you come back up to a seated position, giving your body a moment to recover. We're gonna do that one more time for about 30 seconds. When you're ready, final 30 of calf scoops in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, reaching our fingertips down towards our heels and then extending our arms out from our shoulders as we sit back up tall. Final 15. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Come back up to that seated position, bringing my feet back on the floor, flat on the ground. We're gonna move into some calf raises. I'm gonna start with my heels together. My toes are pointed outward, so heels together, toes apart. I have my feet about 1 step away from my chair or from my body. I'm going to plant my right hand on my right knee, my left hand on my left knee, and I'm going to raise my heels off of the floor and add a little bit of pressure onto my legs with my hands, holding at the top here for a few seconds before you release, heels back down to the floor. We'll go for 30 seconds here with these calf raises. Checking in again with your posture here, working on engaging your core as you move through these calf raises. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Heels come back down to the ground. I'm going to straighten out my feet. Toes point forward. Feet are about hip width apart. Final 30 seconds here with calf raises. This time toes pointed forward. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, raising our heels off the ground and then slowly lowering back to the floor. Halfway. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your legs recover. Grab a little water if you need. We're going to transition into our final flow before a cool down. All right, final flow focused on our obliques. So the sides of our abs to finish here. We're gonna start with wood chops. Feet are flat on the ground. Sitting forward in my chair, having my feet maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, just a nice base on the ground. I'm gonna start by bringing my hands over to my right shoulder. I'm gonna have my hands in loose fists. My left hand is going to be underneath my right hand. So I'm stacking my right hand on top of my left. And I'm gonna pretend like I'm holding an axe, getting ready to do some wood chopping, or like holding a baseball bat. From here, I'm gonna bring my hands from my right shoulder down to my left knee, to the outside of my left knee. As I'm moving my hands across my body, my chest turns to face the floor on the left side. So I'm feeling my right side obliques engage. Then I'm gonna come back up to the top and we're gonna repeat. So we're gonna do 30 seconds wood chopping from right to left, and then we'll switch 30 seconds from left to right. So when you're ready, right hand stacked on top of left, bringing our hands to our right shoulder, sitting up tall here in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead from right shoulder to the outside of your left knee, and then reset and repeat. Nice job here, halfway. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to a tall seated position. Let your arms fall down at your side. We're gonna switch. This time my left hand is gonna be stacked on top of my right. My hands are in loose fists. Bringing my hands to my left shoulder. This time we're gonna go from left shoulder to the outside of our right knee. Our chest is going to turn down towards the floor on our right side, engaging our left side obliques. We'll go for 30 seconds here in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, wood chops from left to right. As you are coming back up to reset that wood chop, belly button comes into spine and then across your body, feeling that crunch. Halfway. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to a tall seated position, letting your body recover here. We're gonna move into some seated figure 8 hands. So we're gonna draw a figure 8 with our arms. Starting with my feet shoulder width apart, I'm going to extend both of my arms straight out from my shoulders. You can hold on to your hands, you can hold on to your wrists, or you can interlace your fingers. Whatever feels good to just bring your hands together. We're going to keep our arms extended straight this whole time. And we're gonna draw an S shape with our hands. So I'm gonna start at my top right shoulder. My arms are extended out straight. I'm gonna move from my top right shoulder down to my right hip. And then I'm gonna bring my hands up to my right shoulder, down to my left hip. So we're making an S shape with our arms from right to left and top to bottom. And we're going to hold and repeat that motion for 30 seconds. So starting at the top again, from right shoulder down to my left hip, and then up to left shoulder down to my right hip, but keeping your arms extended straight. We'll hold for a final 10 here. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your arms come down at your side. We're gonna do that one more time for 30 seconds. As we're moving through our figure 8 shape, our arms are gonna stay engaged, reaching forward, but also holding our core steady, working the sides of our abs as we're moving from left to right. Starting one final time back at the top, interlace your hands together, arms extended out straight. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Final 30 of our figure 8 shapes. Halfway. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your arms drop down at your side. Give your body a moment to recover. We're gonna move into a high knee core twist, but with our hands behind our head and our elbows wide. A few more moves here for our oblique flow before we finish with a cool down. So starting by bringing my hands behind my head. My hands are just kind of floating behind my head. I'm not touching my head. I'm not adding pressure onto my head. They're just floating back there. Elbows are bent, right arm is wide, left elbow's wide. From here, I'm going to reach opposite elbow to opposite knee. I'm gonna raise my left knee off of the floor up towards my chest. As I raise my left knee, my right elbow is gonna come down, try to connect right elbow to left knee. And then reset, lower my left foot down, chest faces forward, and then opposite side. Raising my right knee up towards my chest. Left elbow is trying to connect with right knee, and then reset. Moving left and right, high knee core twist here for about 15 more seconds. Moving slow and controlled, feeling that crunch of your obliques as you are twisting. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Let your hands come down at your sides. We're gonna go one more time. High knee core twist with elbows wide. Final 30 seconds here. When you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Final 30, high knee core twist, elbows wide. Final 15. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower both legs down to the floor. Drop your arms down at your side. We're gonna move and finish with penguins. Feet are flat on the ground, arms are long, fingertips point down towards the floor. Sitting up tall, checking in, posture, checking in with your core, engaged, belly button to spine. From here, I'm gonna drop my right shoulder down to the right. As I'm dropping my right shoulder down, feeling my body lean over to that right side, and then I'm gonna come back up to center, and then same thing to the left, dropping my left shoulder down to the left, feeling the right side core engage, and then repeat. Repeating that, dipping down from right to left at your own speed here. We're gonna go for about 15 more seconds. Final 10. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to the top, giving your body a moment to recover. Final 30 seconds here to finish with penguins. One last round. I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water and we're gonna finish here. When you're ready, feet flat on the ground, sitting up tall, arms are down at our sides, rotating, alternating from left to right. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead, dropping our right shoulder down to the right, and then left shoulder down to the left. Changing at your own speed here, feeling that stretch in your obliques. Using your core to pull you from left to right. Final 15. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming back up to center, giving yourself a moment to recover here. Awesome job, everybody. We're gonna move into some cool down stretching, cool down finishers to finish our workout today. I'm gonna play a little bit of cool down music. All right, to start our cool down, we're gonna start with some seated cat-cow. Feet are flat on the ground, right hand on my right knee, left hand on my left knee, moving through cat-cow just like we did in our warm-up. Belly button pushes forward, chest pushes forward, head faces forward. And then opposite direction, belly button to spine, spine to the back of your chair, chin to chest. Stretching out your lower back, your core, your hips. From our seated cat-cow, coming back up to center, I'm gonna move into some slow roll-ups. I'm gonna keep my feet flat on the ground. I'm going to hinge forward. Hands are gonna come down towards my toes. So I'm kind of just resting my chest on my thighs. From here, we're gonna do very slow roll-ups back to a seated position. So focusing on just uncurling your spine a little bit at a time, starting with your low back, bringing your low back towards the base of your chair, and then all the way up your spine until you're back to a tall seated position. Focusing on going very, very slow and controlled. And we're gonna go back down the opposite direction. So same thing here, starting with our low back, reaching back towards our chair, curling our spine forward, fingertips come down towards your toes, chest rests on your thighs. And then one more time here, a very slow roll up back to a seated position, starting with your low back, and then uncurling that spine a little bit at a time, back to a seated position. Once you're back up to a tall seated position, dropping your arms down at your side, I'm gonna move into a seated side bend. I'm gonna put my left hand on my left hip. Right hand is going to reach fingertips up overhead, pointing to the wall to the left. As I lean over to that left side, feeling my right side body stretch. Keeping my chest, my core, my hips facing forward, just leaning over to the right, or sorry, to the left. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. I'm gonna switch. Right hand comes on my right hip, left arm reaches up overhead, fingertips point to the right as you lean over to that right side. Feeling that left side body stretch. And in 3, 2, 1, coming back up to center. I'm going to interlace my fingers in front of my chest. Palms are facing my chest, knuckles face the wall in front of me, elbows are bent. From here, I'm going to extend my arms long out from my shoulder. My palm is going to turn, so now my palms are facing the wall in front of me. My knuckles are facing my chest, arms are long. Feeling my shoulder blades separate here, and then sitting up tall. Feeling that core stretch as well as you are reaching. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. From here, I'm going to do the same thing backwards, except I'm just going to reach for the back of my chair. Maybe you can do one arm at a time. Maybe you can just reach towards the chair, or maybe you can grab onto the back of your chair with both hands and just gently lean forward. This time I'm feeling my shoulder blades squeeze together, stretching my low back, my core as I'm hinging forward. And in 3, 2, 1, and release. Final little stretch here. I'm going to extend my legs long, giving my hips a moment to stretch. I'm going to have my legs out wide, and I'm just going to hinge at my waist, reaching forward into a wide leg forward, seated forward fold. And in 3, 2, 1. Last one, because I lied. Gonna bring the bottoms of my feet together, opening up my hips, kind of like a butterfly stretch here to finish. And in 3, 2, 1. Bringing my feet back flat on the floor. That is all I have for us today. Thanks for joining me for some seated core stability. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Ashley.
You're welcome. Thank you.
My stomach will not be the same.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yeah.